Hi, and welcome to another episode of All Things Considered. Tonight, I was going to do a video about something that I felt was very, very important, but I'm going to hold off on that because I came across an article in my email that was from the Seattle Times. And this article is talking about how gentrification may not be a bad thing or not as bad as we think it is. Well, it depends. Now, as I was reading this article, it was telling me that some areas of Seattle, gentrification may not be that bad because he said, or the person that was doing the article said, that if you are able to stick it out in your area where gentrification is starting to happen, trendy restaurants, snappy little grocery stores, mile high fitnesses, and all these different things, then yeah, it'll be better for you because you won't be surrounded by poor people, and that's what he said. You won't be surrounded by the poor people. So my question is, where where's the Seattle Times going with this particular subject? Where are they taking the subject? Now, there's an awful lot of people that live in neighborhoods that are poor, and there's some that are sort of well to do living in the same neighborhood. And the ones that are more well to do, they want the poor out of their neighborhood. They want it to be sort of like a Mayberry, so to speak. So, having said that, my question is, should the Seattle Times rethink their ideas about gentrification? Yes, they should, in my opinion. I believe that gentrification, if it's done right, can be good. If it's done to get the poor out of your neighborhood, then it's wrong. And what I mean by that is that if you raise the rent to the point where the poor can't afford to live there anymore, you make it a trendy neighborhood now where more upscale individuals can move in and they don't have to deal with the poor. That's like grocery stores that have prices really expensive. Yes, you will have some poor that shop there. They'll do it out of principle because they want to feel rich. Poor people usually buy things that they can't afford because it makes them feel less poor than they are. And the ones that have never been poor, they will never understand what it feels like or what it is like to be poor. So when you're in your neighborhood and you've got these trendy little restaurants coming in that a hamburger will cost you $30 because it has a bit of caviar on top of it, and that's cheap for caviar. But when you've got something like that, and that's the only thing available in your neighborhood, the poor people aren't going to be able to afford to live there anymore, so they're going to have to move out. So, again, what's your opinion on gentrification? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Can it be a good thing and a bad thing at the same time? I don't know, maybe. Maybe not. But I'm going to leave it up to you, Seattle. If you know of anything that's happening like that, any gentrification in your neighborhoods, or you've got a friend that's living in a neighborhood that's being forced out because the rent's going up too high, put a comment in the comments below. I'd love to talk to you about it. Also, let me know what's going on in your neck of the woods. Drop me a line, comment. Hit that like button, the squash that like button if you can, please squash it. Also, hit the subscribe button. It's down there. You'll find it. Having said that, I'm going to let you go. This is a very, very short video, less than 5 minutes. This has been All Things Considered. Have a good night, Seattle. All points and beyond.